All right, so we have a table, adults who smoke with percentages in different years. We're going to find the absolute and the relative change over these 10-year time chunks. And remember, to find the absolute change, we're taking new minus old, and then relative change is new minus old divided by old. So to find 1990s stuff, this would be new, 1980 would be old. So new minus old gives me a decrease of 7.7 percentage points. And I would take that 7.7, I divide by the old value of 33.2 to give me a relative change of negative 23.2%. And each one goes like that. So now when I'm going to find 2000, this is new and this is old. So new minus old gives me a absolute change of negative 2.7. So still a decrease, but not quite as much. So I take that negative 2.7 and I divide by the old value of 25.5. And that gives me a relative change of negative 10.6%. Now let's go to 2010, where 2010 is new and 2000 is old. So 19.3 minus 22.8 gives me a absolute change of negative 3.5 percentage points. I take that negative 3.5 percentage points and divide by my old value of 22.8. I almost wrote, why did I write down the wrong, I don't know what's going on. Divided by 22.8, and I should get negative 15.4%. So there's the table. Now we're going to use this table to answer a couple of questions here. So here we go. Use the relative change over 10 years calculated for 2010 in a meaningful sentence. So that would be this negative 15.4%. So our meaningful sentence. There is a 15.4% decrease. I know it's decreased because of this negative sign. 15.4% decrease in adults who smoke from 2000 to 2010, right? Because it's a 10-year period. What's the relative change in the percentage of adult smokers between 1980 and 2010? So now we're using this as old and this is new. So let's go back. 33.2 and 19.3. Okay, so 33.2 and 19.3. So relative change. Okay, so I'm taking new minus old divided by old. And as a percent, that is negative 41.9%. So in that 30-year time span, we went down roughly 42%. There was a 40% decrease in the numbers, in the percentage of smokers, which is great, right? We want to keep that going. Now, is our answer from number 7, which is the previous one, the same value as the sum of the relative change values from the table? Now, the relative change values in the table, 23.2, 10.6, 15.4. If I add those together, I get negative 49.2, right? And these are all percents. They said the sum. Whereas we found on the previous page, 41.9%. So no, these are not the same. And the reason they're not the same is, remember, every one of these was found by a different number in the denominator. And then this was found by even a different number in the denominator. So you can't judge and add all of these relative changes together and think you're going to get the same answer, because you're just not. And that's it for that one.